As we've said before, and for good reason, these Jaguar XFs in pre-facelift, post-facelift, even the full later facelift generation really do not stick around in our collection for very long, and of course, as always, we do recommend reaching out sooner than later if you are on the market and see a particular car which catches your eye. This 2014, which of course means the facelift generation with LED day runners and adaptive xenon lights, but we'll get to all of that in a second, is under £5,700. And that is for what was, when new, the best part of a £50,000 car. Now, this particular XF luxury, finished of course in indigo blue with barley leather, a lovely combination, happens to have the most practical choice of engine for those who are in particular using their XF or intend to use their XF as a long distance commuter car, perhaps a daily driver for work, because the 2.2 litre really is an astonishing bit of kit when it comes to efficiency alone, let alone how lovely the rest of the car is. Because consider this, on the one hand, this is a car which, even in today's day and age, is £165 a year to tax, which is a fraction of what many other luxury cars are. So as soon as you drive away, you're immediately saving money for the entire year. But speaking of saving money, these can average up to 58 miles to the gallon, and of course on the motorway it's even higher than that, as high as 64 miles per gallon is possible. That is in addition though to everything else which these offer. Even if this were a basic city runabout, if you will, that would already be fantastic value, but it's a Jaguar. So you have the badge panache, the prestige, the fantastic looks, and of course in the case of this luxury, a great level of spec as well. Now for under £5,500, you would immediately think it must be a six-figure plus mileage car, maybe 120, 130 plus thousand miles, but in actual fact, no, it's less than six-figure mileage, just kissing 96,000, and with service history to its name, which you can peruse, and only 3 keepers from brand new, well, it has quite clearly been loved. It still has its 2 original keys intact, an MOT until July of 2026, in addition to its cam belt having already been done, but then we have to get into the rest of its spec, because this is where it goes from being a practical choice to being a practical Jaguar, and that is a key difference, because that means an upgraded 10-speaker Meridian sound system, interactive voice control, adaptive and self-leveling headlights, that built-in touchscreen display with Bluetooth and auxiliary capabilities, built-in navigation as well, cruise control for the motorway, the seats are already ISOFIX prepped if you do plan to use it as a family car, parking aids as well, in addition to dual zone climate control. As we said, it's not just a practical choice, and there's a key why people enjoy these cars so much, and why, especially for this price point, they are so in demand. In addition to 300 foot-pounds of torque, which is plenty of pulling power, and of course there's the advantage of a larger vehicle, you still have the fantastic efficiency, but it takes longer distances in its stride, and the crucial thing is, it feels much more at home on motorway journeys, because that is what the car was intended for. So of course, if you are already on the market for one of these XFs, and this particular 2014 example jumps out at you, of course, you could reach out regarding it via the email address shown here on screen, or alternately give us a call on 01633 846 101, or via our mobile number of 07482 267 439.